Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about high-end capsules, and you might actually be sitting on a lot of them. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing that I want to talk about is, of course, today is PSO2 day for literally the next 3 days, so make sure that you do go to get campaign items, receive item account, and as you can see here, there is the PSO2 day rewards. Now, you may notice that I have 2, and you're like, Kara, why are you hacking? Why do you have 2? And the reason is because I am a premium member, so we get a total of 100 star gems. However, do not worry, if you are free to play, you still get 50 star gems, which is pretty nice. Now, since it is PSO2 day, I highly recommend everyone to take full advantage of Sign of the Planet Breaker D2. So that is, of course, the urgent quest, because you literally get showered with Hell Finales as well as Gladius Souls. It's very, very nice. And of course, the limited time quest, as we can see here, Drill Enhanced Enemy Suppression. I haven't completed rank 2 yet, as this just resetted not too long ago. But as you can see, we also get the rare drop rate plus 150%. And if you are a premium member, you get an additional 50% fix a drop rate as well, which is really nice. But the main thing, of course, is going to be the regular Hell Finales over here that you can get, as well as all the pro grade grinders and the weapon badge A's, which are also pretty good. Now, if you're just looking for some good old grinding, I do recommend Meliota Outer Area 1 in order to farm for your Dreadkeeper 5s, in order to craft your Grand Dreadkeeper 2s, because those prices are absolutely ballistic right now. We're talking about like 2.7 million a pop. It's very, very profitable. So, you could take advantage of that extra rare drop rate in order to get more of those capsules. However, if you're more of a combat zone person, you could always just farm in Nuisance Plant as well as Dex Base. These two places are also very, very good for farming, especially with that increased RTR boost. But now it is time to talk about the high-end augments that you might be sitting on. As you can see, I have 33 Grand Gladius Souls just casually sitting in my inventory. The reason for this is because remember that LTQ that everyone hated last week, or like basically for the past 2 to 3 weeks? Well, that LTQ actually dropped a bunch of dual quest augments as well. So what you may be sitting on right now in your material storage is a ton of materials to actually craft all of the high-end stuff. A good example is, of course, going to be the Lux Hell Finale. As we can see here, Lux Hell Finale, I actually have 5 Lux Hell Finales just sitting here waiting for me to craft them. So we're actually going to craft our Lux Hell Finales. However, that is not all. Make sure to check if you can craft any Grand Dreadkeeper 1s as well as Grand Dreadkeeper 2s, because remember, this one requires the Iris Fusias, which you could also get when we were running that LTQ last week. And there are a lot more. So again, we can check our Grand Gladius Souls over here, because remember, we've been getting a ton of Gladius Souls whenever you've been running the UQ. You can see I can craft another Gladius Soul, or Grand Gladius Soul, and boom, right there. And then we can also check the regular Gladius Souls. As you can see here, I can also craft another regular Gladius Soul. So basically, just go down the list through augment capsules and check all of the expensive stuff. Mega Trial, can we craft any Mega Trials? Let's see. Yes, we can. We can actually craft 149 Mega Trials. So sure, let's craft that. We're gonna go to our Hell Finales. Let's see how many we can craft. We can craft 3 Hell Finales. Is that actually enough for us to craft our Lux Hell Finale? Let's check again. And no, we are still too short, unfortunately. And you're literally just going to go down the list over here on all of the expensive capsules and see if you can craft any of them, because, well, they're worth a lot of money. Let's see if we can craft any Gland Gigas Mastays over here. And no, unfortunately, we don't have the Mega Fusias, not enough of those. And look at that, just by converting a bunch of those materials or those smaller capsules into the bigger capsules, you can see we managed to obtain 239 Dreadkeeper 5s, 3 Hell Finales, 45 Gigas Mastays, 3 Gladius Souls, 2 Grand Dreadkeeper 1s, 17 Lux Hell Finales, 149 Mega Trials, 34 Grand Gladius Souls, as well as 2 Grand Dreadkeeper 2s. We actually already have 3 of them on the market, but you can see these are going for, well, okay, the price is fluctuating, but they were at 2.7 million. So, you know, the prices, of course, will go up and down a little bit. I expect the prices to go down a little bit if everyone's exchanging their capsules and throwing them onto the player market today because they saw this video. But I promise you the prices will go back up again if you're just a little bit patient. We can look at the Grand Gladia Souls. You know, they're also at 600,000 right now because, well, Gladia Souls are very easy to obtain by just running the urgent quest. We can see here with the Mega Trials, the prices are 15,000 each. And the reason for this is because, well, you can't actually make your Giga Trials at the moment since the Prog Trial is currently unobtainable. However, you know, it's not a bad idea to just sit on these to wait until the Prog Trials become farmable again sometime next month. And then once we can farm for those, we'll be able to upgrade all of our Mega Trials into Giga Trials again and sell it for a big hefty profit. Then of course we've got our Lux Hal Finales. You know, these have gone down in price significantly because again you get a ton of Hal Finales by running the urgent quest as well as the LTQ. So of course there's a surge in supply, so prices go down. Grand Dreadkeeper 1s are still worth quite a lot of money, you know, 550,000. The reason for this being because, well, you have the farm for your Dreadkeeper 5s now, as well as the dual quest augments and all of that stuff in order to craft them. However, the Dreadkeeper 5 prices are going up because nobody wants to farm for these in the exploration zones. So 40,000 a pop, and I'm sitting on 239 of these. You might have a lot of Dreadkeeper 5s. Selling them at 40k a pop is still very profitable if you have a lot of these. So do not sleep on that. And if you do have a lot of these and the market price is not good, you can always upgrade them into Grand Dreadkeeper 1s and sell them for 500,000 a pop, which is even better. Then of course we've got our regular Hal Finales. These are dirt cheap right now because, well, you know, these drop like candy. But the Gigas Mass Days are starting to go up in price already. You can see these are just regular Gigas Mass Days. These aren't even Grand Gigas Mass Days, and they're already going for like 600,000 a pop. Again, the same reason, because people don't want to farm for these. Now, if you do want to farm for these, literally just run the purple trigger over and over and over on autopilot, and then of course you do need to do some dual quests in order to craft these, but nevertheless, this is very, very profitable as well. So make sure that you actually do check your storage, you know, especially if you have material storage. You do want to check in the exchange shop to see if you can craft any of these high-end augments, because you might be sitting on a ton of Meseta. You know, if I sold everything here, this is at least like 30 to 50 million Meseta. Very, very easy for me to make. However, I'm silly and I make dumb video ideas, and so I probably will not be selling them, as I'm probably going to be using them to craft stupid gear.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.